Well, this is something I didn't expect to see. A new free-fall game from Disney, this time as a tie-in to Maleficent and... Whoa! Are we in Middle-earth? Look at this! These are just some gorgeous graphics! Look at the detail! And this music is just beautiful! And we haven't even gotten to the gameplay yet! Well, you know the drill. Match the gems and meet the goals to progress in the game. Compared to Frozen Freefall, the art and design is much more refined and realistic to match the more mature audience that Maleficent plays to. There's always something moving on screen, little details in the background, which go a long way to making the environment feel real and alive. The character animation, while not as charming as in the Frozen app, was no doubt harder to pull off with models that are based on real people, and they still managed to fall outside of Uncanny Valley territory. All in all, this does feel like a step up from the Frozen app, not just in terms of aesthetics, but also gameplay. The power-up system is much more complicated, let's say, with many powers to choose from, all of which require magic to perform. The cost of using power-ups may seem steep, but not only does the game give you a ton of magic during the tutorials, if you find yourself in need of more magic, you can always replay earlier levels to earn more, creating the kind of reward system gamers expect when they play a game. This makes the in-app purchases truly seem like an option rather than a necessity should you ever get... Wait, you only earn 1 magic for replaying a level? It would take forever to replenish your magic that way. Well, geez, I guess the in-app purchases are still a necessity after all. Again, I can't blame developers for forcing in-app purchases in these free games. How else are they going to make their money back? But this is why I hate the freemium model. I was at a Christmas party last year and overheard someone saying that they just weren't going to download any more games for their phone unless they didn't have to pay for them, and I just had to bite my tongue. Do people think that these games just pop out of thin air fully playable? Game designers deserve to get paid too. Releasing games like this conditions consumers to think they shouldn't have to pay for their entertainment, while providing them with games that are nowhere near as satisfying or entertaining as they could be, if they were just allowed to stand on their own merit, unencumbered by obtrusive in-app purchases. That said, I have come across free apps that have managed to be entertaining and engaging, where gameplay depended a lot more on skill, and you could easily enjoy the game without ever spending a penny. These are the kind of games I want to spend money on, both because they're just good games and I feel good supporting them, and because I know my purchases will get me something I can keep and enjoy. The purchases are adjacent to the actual gameplay and promise bonuses without getting in the way of the game itself. Comparatively, it can be really frustrating when all the in-app purchases do is provide temporary power boosts that may or may not actually help within the game. Okay, I didn't really want to make this all about the in-app purchases again, but I really and truly hate the freemium model. But there's not really much else to say about this particular app. If you've played games like this before, you know what to expect. And the art direction truly is inspired. This game is impressive just on visuals alone. It is a step up from the Frozen game, both in visuals and gameplay. It's more impressive to look at, and it's more engaging. I think my problems with it are just more indicative of my problems with the freemium model as a whole, because the game itself is really entertaining. I give it 2.5 stars out of 4. If you like this sort of game, definitely check it out. It is well worth it.